Erling Braut Haaland, born Haaland, 2000, is a Norwegian footballer who plays for the English club Manchester City and the Norwegian national team. He is Norway's all-time top scorer in international football. He has previously played for Bayern, Molde, Red Bull Salzburg, and Borussia Dortmund. He has won league titles in Austria and England, domestic cups in Austria and Germany, and has won the Champions League, Premier League, and FA Cup with Manchester City. Haaland is considered one of the best football players in the world and is regarded as one of the greatest goal-scoring strikers of all time. His key attributes as a footballer include speed and strength, as well as sharp positioning, composure in front of goal, and clean, precise strikes on the ball. The Braut football family includes several athletes. Erling Braut Haaland's parents are former international footballer Alfie Haaland and former heptathlete Gry Marita Braut. Haaland was born on July 21, 2000, in Leeds, England. At the time, his father, Erling Haaland, was playing for Leeds United in the Premier League. In 2004, the family moved to his parents' hometown of Bryn, Norway. Although football was his main sport from an early age, Haaland participated in several other sports as a child, including handball, golf, and athletics. He is said to have set a world record in standing long jump for his age group at the age of 5, with a recorded distance of 1.63 meters. Braut Haaland is a cousin of Jonathan Braut Bruns, Emma Braut Bruns, and Albert Braut Haaland, all of whom are footballers and part of the Braut football family. Haaland has gained attention for his holistic approach to sports. He has stated that he enjoys meditation and is mindful of his diet. Alfie Haaland, born Alfing de Rasdal Haaland in 1972, is a former Norwegian footballer and the father of Erling Braut Haaland. He played 34 matches for the Norwegian national team. Haaland is the son of Astia Haaland and Tone Rasdal from Voss. His father, Astia, also played football for Bryn and Rossland BK. Alfie Haaland began his career at Bryn FK before signing with English club Nottingham Forest in 1993. He later played for Leeds United and Manchester City. In April 2001, during a Manchester derby, Roy Keane made a brutal tackle on Haaland, reportedly as revenge for a previous incident where Keane suffered a knee injury after a challenge with Haaland. At the time, Haaland accused Keane of faking the injury. Angered by this, Keane later sought payback. The tackle was so severe that referee Graham Poll called it one of the worst he had ever seen. While it's unclear if this incident ended Haaland's career, he has hinted that it played a significant role. Keane later admitted he had no regrets. In August 2011, Haaland signed with Rossland Ball Club, playing for 2 seasons. Bryn is a town in Time municipality in Rogaland, Norway. It is located about 30 minutes by train south of Stavanger city centre. As of January 1, 2023, the statistical urban area, including Kaysen and Klepp municipality, had a population of 13,151, with 11,131 living in Time municipality. The urban area covers 5.66 square kilometers. Bryn was granted town status on January 1, 2001, and is among the 50 largest towns in Norway. Erling Braut Haaland progressed through the ranks as a player at Bryn Football Club and was sold to Molde Football Club in January 2017. At the time, Bryn FK had secured a clause entitling them to a share of any future transfer fee if the striker was sold again. Haaland had his breakthrough at the top level in Norway in the fall of 2017, and there were high expectations for him ahead of the 2018 season. However, much of his pre-season was disrupted when he contracted pneumonia and had to stay in a hospital while his teammates played friendly matches. Despite this setback, he impressed when the league started and also played for Norway's U19 national team during the spring season. Foreign football clubs gradually showed interest in Haaland, and after he scored 4 goals away against league leaders Brann on July 1, 2018, Molde coach Ole Gunnar Solskjaer admitted that bids had been made for the young striker. Red Bull Salzburg ultimately secured his signature, and he joined the club at the beginning of 2019. That spring, he played only 5 matches across the league, cup, and international competitions, but from the summer, he became a key player. Haaland made UEFA history on September 17, 2019, when he became the youngest player ever to score a hat-trick in a single half, the first half, on his Champions League debut, helping Red Bull Salzburg to a 6-2 victory over KRC Henk. Red Bull Salzburg is an Austrian football club from Salzburg that plays in the top league in Austria, the Bundesliga. The club's original name was SV Austria Salzburg, but it was acquired by Red Bull in 2005. The club was formed when FC Rapid Salzburg and FC Hertha Salzburg merged. The team's colors were purple and white, as they wanted to avoid choosing any political colors. In 1953, they played for the first time in Austria's top division. In 2005, the club was bought by Red Bull, which has its headquarters in Salzburg. The name was changed to Red Bull Salzburg. The logo was redesigned to incorporate the Red Bull bull, and the team colors were changed from purple and white to red and white. The new club management also decided that the founding year should be set as 2005. Molde Football Club MFK is a Norwegian football club that plays in the Eliteserien, the top tier of Norwegian men's football. The team's home stadium is Aker Stadion, formerly Nye Molde Stadion, in Molde. MFK is one of two clubs in Norway that has played in the UEFA Champions League. The club won the Norwegian League title in 2011, 2012, 2014, 2019, and 2022. MFK also won the Norwegian Cup in 1994, 2005, 2013, 2014, 2021, and 2023, defeating Lillestrøm, Rosenborg, Odd, and Bodø/Glimt twice in the finals. The club also has 11 silver medals in the league. The club was founded in 1911 and was originally named International. As of 2011, the organization had around 900 members and approximately 55 football teams. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, born 1973, is a Norwegian football manager and former player. Since January 2025, he has been the manager of Besiktas JK. From January 2011 to January 2014, he was the head coach of Molde FK. Under Solskjaer's management, Molde won the Tippeligaen in 2011 and 2012, as well as the Cup in 2013. On January 2, 2014, he became the manager of Premier League club Cardiff City FC, but was dismissed on September 18, 2014. The team was relegated to the Championship after the 2013-14 season and started the 2014-15 season with a series of poor results. He returned as manager of Molde FK on October 21, 2015, while also coaching Klausenengen Football Club's G19 team. Solskjaer led Molde to 2 second-place finishes in the league before becoming the interim manager of Manchester United for the remainder of the 2018-19 season, later being appointed permanent manager from March 28, 2019, to November 21, 2021. Since January 2025, he has been the manager of Turkish club Besiktas JK. On December 29, 2019, he signed a contract with Borussia Dortmund, running until June 30, 2024. On January 18, 2020, he scored 3 goals in his first match for Borussia Dortmund after coming on in the 65th minute. 6 days later, he followed up with 2 goals in around 20 minutes in his first home game for the club, setting a Bundesliga record for goals per minute played, 5 goals in just 59 minutes. On February 18, 2020, he scored twice against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League, becoming the fastest player to reach 10 goals in the competition, achieving the feat in 7 matches, 4 fewer than the previous record. In the German Super Cup final on September 30, 2020, he scored, meaning he had now scored on his debut for Borussia Dortmund in 4 different competitions: the Bundesliga, the Champions League, the German Cup, and the German Super Cup. Additionally, he scored in his first derby against FC Schalke 04. On January 9, 2021, he scored twice against RB Leipzig, reaching 25 goals in 25 Bundesliga matches. No player had ever reached that mark faster than Haaland. He finished as the top scorer in the 2020-21 Champions League and was named the tournament's Forward of the Year. Borussia Dortmund officially Ballspielverein Borussia 1909 e.V., Borussia equals Latin for Prussia, is a German football club from the city of Dortmund. Dortmund is one of the German clubs with the most victories. The club has won the Bundesliga, the German Cup, the German Super Cup, the Cup Winners' Cup, the UEFA Champions League, and the Intercontinental Cup. The club is known for its loyal fan base and had an average attendance of 79,496 during the 2018-2019 season, more than any other club in Europe. On May 10, 2022, Manchester City reached an agreement with Borussia Dortmund for Haaland's transfer, with an official start date as a Manchester City player set for July 1, 2022. During the 2022-23 season, Haaland set a new Premier League scoring record. In his 31st match in Manchester City's 33rd match of the season, he scored his 35th goal, surpassing the previous record of 34 goals held by Andy Cole, 1993-94, and Alan Shearer, 1994-95. That season, Haaland was named the Football Writers Association Footballer of the Year. Manchester City Football Club is a football club from Manchester, England, that plays in the Premier League. The club was founded as St. Mark in 1880 and was admitted to the Football League in 1892. On April 16, 1894, the club was established as Manchester City FC. Known as the Sky Blues, the club plays its home games at Etihad Stadium. In the 2023-24 season, Manchester City became the first English men's club to win 4 consecutive league titles. Manchester City's era of sustained competitiveness coincided with accusations of breaching financial fair play (FFP) regulations. In 2020, the Court of Arbitration for Sport (CAS) ruled that the sanctions imposed on the club by UEFA were unjustified and overturned City's 2-year European ban. In 2023, the Premier League announced its own investigation into the allegations against Manchester City, accusing the club of 115 breaches of FFP rules up to the 2017-18 season. In the summer of 2024, Manchester City initiated legal action against the Premier League. The club argues that the league's rules regarding associated party transactions are illegal and is seeking compensation from the league. Josep Guardiola Sala, also known as Pep Guardiola, born 1971, is a Spanish football manager and former player, currently managing the English club Manchester City FC. As a player, Guardiola was known as a defensive midfielder with a great passing ability. He played for FC Barcelona from 1990 to 2001. Between 1992 and 2001, he played 47 matches for the Spanish national team, scoring 5 goals. Guardiola retired as a football player in 2006 at the age of 35 and quickly transitioned into a successful managerial career. In 2007 to 2008, he coached Barcelona's B team. On June 5, 2008, he signed a contract with Barcelona's first team, managing them from 2008 to 2012. Guardiola's era as Barcelona's manager was the club's most successful, winning 14 trophies in 4 years, including multiple League, Cup, and Champions League titles. He stepped down as manager of the first team on April 27, 2012. On January 16, 2013, it was announced that Guardiola had reached an agreement with Bayern Munich to manage the team starting in the 2013-14 season. During his first 2 years at Bayern, the club won the league title twice and the German Cup once. In December 2015, it was announced that Guardiola would leave Bayern Munich after the 2015-16 season. In February 2016, it was confirmed that Pep Guardiola would become the manager of the English club Manchester City starting in June of that year. Erling Braut Haaland has played for Norway's youth national teams at the G15, G16, G17, G18, G19, U20, and U21 levels. He played in all matches for Norway's U19 team during the 2018 UEFA European Under-19 Championship in Finland. He was selected for Norway's squad for the 2019 FIFA U20 World Cup in Poland. Although he only scored in one of the 3 group stage matches, he made history by netting 9 goals against Honduras. Despite this remarkable performance, Norway was eliminated after the group stage. On August 27, 2019, Haaland was called up to Norway's senior national team for the matches against Malta and Sweden. On September 5, 2019, he made his senior debut for Norway against Malta. On September 4, 2020, he scored his first international goal for Norway against Austria. On October 11, 2020, he scored his first hat-trick for Norway in a home match against Romania. He netted his second international hat-trick on September 7, 2021, in a 5-1 victory over Gibraltar. In his 36th international match, a UEFA Nations League game against Slovenia at Alivel Stadium on October 10, 2024, Haaland scored his 33rd and 34th international goals, making him Norway's all-time top scorer. The previous record of 33 goals was held by Jørgen Juve since 1934. In the absence of Martin Degaard due to injury, Haaland captained the national team in this match and the subsequent games against Austria, Slovenia, and Kazakhstan. He extended his scoring record with his 35th goal against Slovenia and his 36th, 37th, and 38th goals against Kazakhstan. Norway's men's national football team is a team that represents Norway in international men's football. Norway has had a men's national team since 1908. The best period for the team was in the 1990s, under the leadership of Egil Drillo Olsen and later Nils Johan Sem. This led to participation in the World Cup finals in 1994 and 1998, as well as the European Championship in 2000. Other achievements include the bronze medal in 1936 and participation in the 1938 World Cup. Some of the most famous individual matches are the victory over Brazil in the 1998 World Cup in France, the victory over Germany in the 1936 Olympics in Berlin, and the triumphs against England in the World Cup qualifiers in 1981 and 1993.